Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. We're going to be talking about former teen mom dad Nathan Griffith, former teen mom Jenelle Evans, Nathan's ex-girlfriend Anna, because so much has happened over the past few days. With Nathan, he has gotten arrested. He was arrested for DV by as well as violating his probation. He is now, according to the Sun, according to what the Sun is stating, Nathan is looking at up to 4 years behind bars. And in a crazy turn of events, Janelle Evans jumped to his defense. Not only that, Janelle Evans has allegedly hired Nathan, a really good lawyer, to fight these DV charges against his girlfriend Anna. Friday night, Anna went live on Instagram, and Janelle, as well as Janelle's friend Ryan Dolph, both jumped in the live stream, just, in my opinion, bullying, attacking, and harassing, and victim blaming, victim shaming Anna against what happened with her and Nathan. So it's really wild to see Janelle all of a sudden defending Nathan, considering Janelle had Nathan arrested for very similar charges years ago when they were together. She had him arrested for DV. That all played out on Teen Mom. I mean, we remember the why am I being arrested? Why am I being arrested? Is it because I'm a guy? Tell the truth, Janelle. I did not hit you. This happened years ago when Janelle and Nathan were together. She accused him of getting physical, and he went to jail for that. I do think they ended up getting back together, but she literally, like, the cops was like looking for bruises on her, and she's like, I have a bruise here, I have a bruise here. She literally alleged that Nathan got physical with her. Nathan has a history of putting his hands around girls' necks, right? So he was arrested the other day, and he was charged with DV by strangulation as well as violating his probation, because he was on probation for DV by strangulation from when he did that to his sister. And the whole situation with his sister is a very scary situation. Nathan was living with his sister, trying to stay sober. His sister had went out on a limb to help him out, to try to help him. She lets him come stay with her. She's trying to be that support system for him, trying to make sure he can stay sober. And the second her husband left to go out of town for work, Nathan started drinking. And when she was like, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be drinking. He got evil with her, like downright evil. Like, oh, nobody's here to protect you now. I'll unalive you, And then in the report, the sister stated in her report that when Nathan was on top of her with both hands around her neck, she was able to say, I'm your sister. And he said, I don't care. I'm going to unalive you. Like, that is that's a scary situation, to be looking your brother in his eyes as he has his hands around your neck and you thinking he's about to unalive you. And he tells you he's going to. So he was arrested for that. About 2 months or so before he did it to his sister, he did the same thing to his girlfriend. Allegedly dragged her down the stairs, put his hands around her neck. Cops were called, and the girlfriend did not show up at the court date. So those charges were dropped. The state did not pursue them because the girlfriend did not move forward with pressing charges. But the sister, I guess, did. Because I got it confused when we were talking about it last week. I thought the sister dropped the charges and the girlfriend moved forward, but it was actually vice versa. The sister moved forward with charges and the former girlfriend dropped them and did not show up. Either way, the fact that Janelle is jumping to his defense is pretty shocking, because it was just a few months ago that Janelle was literally bashing Nathan publicly. She was bashing Nathan. She was bashing his mother, saying that his mother is like a problem, that she's constantly selling stories to the tabloids, that you can't trust her, that she's a backstabber. Same thing with Nathan. When Nathan spoke out to the Sun about Janelle allowing Kaiser to come live with his mom and then showing back up and taking him, Nathan did a whole video interview with the Sun. And Janelle got mad about that and was, on a rant about that, calling Nathan out. Like, you don't even know your son. You haven't talked to your son. You haven't seen your son. You don't know what's going on. I wasn't even dealing with you. I was dealing with your mom. So she was off on him about that, right? But now she jumps to his defense. which is insane. So, like I said, Anna, I'm going to call her Anna. Her name is Anastasia, but Anna went live Friday night. And I watched the entire live. She went live on 3 separate, because you can only go live for an hour. So she went live 3 times. So it was a total of 3 hours. And I do have it all recorded, but I haven't had time to go through it because sometimes when I'm screen recording things, I'll go out, check my messages. Like I'll go check my email. Like if nothing's like being said that's very interesting, I'll go out and I'll check messages or I'll respond to a message. Or if I know like my kids are gone, like, and like, so I can't just upload the video. I got to go through it to make sure. Like I got to get it, but I plan on it. I plan on uploading it because the girl said, Anna said, that she battled with herself over whether or not to go live. That she did not know, she didn't want people to take her going live the wrong way. Like she was trying to exploit what happened. She said she's just been with Nathan for months, like day in and day out. And now she's in her house alone. He's not there. She's dealing with the fact that she broke up with him and she's like, and she said, people asked, are you going to get back with him? And she said, no. The second he put his hands on me, that was it. Like I'm done with that. I will not go back to someone that put their hands on me. And she did make it seem like this was the first time he ever put his hands on her. She said she was sorry for not believing people that tried to warn her. She was like, but I got a completely different side of him until this. And you want to know something that's really crazy? Anna's mom and I think her sister left like a few days before that to go out of town. They're like nowhere around. So, and they're gonna be gone for like a month or so. And she said it's just ironic because like when I had my family here, he was great. Like, but then the second my mom leaves and I have nobody here, like that's when he like freaks out. And that's the same thing that happened with his sister. When his brother-in-law was there, he was fine. But the second the brother-in-law left, he started drinking and he lost his cool and he attacked his sister, right? So I just thought it was wild. Either way, this is what we know. Oh, but she said she was not going live to try to exploit anything. She didn't even really want to talk about it. She just said after being with him day in and day out for months and, not having him there, knowing she's not going to get back with him, and then her mom and her family not being there, she's like, I don't really have anybody. So during the day, I keep myself busy, but at night, like it's lonely. So she said, I just thought maybe if I went live, she was like, because I've gotten so many like sweet messages of people supporting me. And I thought, well, maybe I can go live and just thank everybody and let everybody know I appreciate the support. And it'll keep my mind off everything else. And maybe it will be a little therapeutic for me to go live. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. Like that makes perfect sense to me. You're alone, you're struggling, you're stressed. Your whole life is about to change or it has changed. You don't have any family there. So yeah, absolutely go live. However, Janelle and Janelle's friend Ryan Dolph acted like she was wrong to go live. Like, what are you hoping to gain out of this? Why are you trying to exploit the situation? And it was just so sick to see Janelle in her live, like victim shaming her, and Janelle's friend Ryan. Oh God, I cannot stand that guy. I cannot stand him. Now, Janelle has me blocked, so I could not see her comments, but I could see what people were responding to her. I could see Ryan's comments, but I was able to get like the majority of her comments through people posting them. So we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch Anna's live in a little bit. I got about 15 minutes of it where it shows the comments that Janelle was making. Ryan, his name is Ryan Dolph. He has been friends with Janelle for like several years. And he was friends with Janelle and Nathan back in the day when they dated. After Janelle and David split up, Janelle posted a lot of like videos, TikToks, and pictures of her with Ryan Dolph. So much so that people thought that her and Ryan Dolph were together, right? But he's got a woman. Like she went out on the boat with Ryan. She took her kids out on the boat with Ryan. But he's just some like butt kisser that like he gets clout from Janelle. So he's always going to be her friend. But the way that he talked to this girl was just disgusting. But we're going to play Janelle's video because what we know is apparently the night that everything took place, Nathan and Anna, I guess, went out to dinner or something. They went somewhere. He drank and they got into an argument. There was accusations of cheating thrown around. And I guess he got physical. I don't know if it was in the car. I'm not really sure. But Nathan did go live that night and they were in the vehicle. and she was trying to make him get out. She was trying to put him out of the vehicle. And he went live, like trying to show everybody that she was trying to put him out of the vehicle. But people that saw the live said that it was obvious that he was drunk because he was like slurring his words, that it was completely obvious that he was drunk, right? So the cops are called. They found probable cause to arrest him for DV by strangulation. So if they found probable cause, that means there were marks there. There was some sort of evidence. So we're going to listen to Janelle because after this happened, after Nathan was arrested, Janelle did a TikTok live where she just could not wait to tell everybody that Nathan called her needing help and she was going to jump to help him. And then we're going to listen to Anna's live. And I did, even though Janelle has me blocked, I was able, like I said, I was able to get her comments. So I was able to put them in the video with it to show you guys what she was saying. So let's watch what Janelle said after Nathan was arrested. And the Sun is saying that Nathan's facing up to 4 years in jail. So we'll go over that article in a second too.
Sorry for the background noise. There's a lot of planes. There's a park behind me, and there's birds everywhere. So you may or may not know, but my son Kaiser, his dad is Nathan Griffith. Kaiser has not seen Nathan in a year, maybe 2 years. I think it's been 2 years now. But we're both living in Vegas, and he doesn't even reach out, which he knows he's guilty of. With that being said, Nathan randomly called me yesterday.
Oh, no, she just said, also keep this in mind, she literally just said he has not seen Kaiser in 2 years. In the video, she blames Anna for the reason Nathan hasn't seen Kaiser. Anna and Nathan have not even been dating 2 years. Like, I think maybe a year, but definitely not 2, and definitely not more than a year. Like, max, they've been together for a year. So she says here he has not seen Kaiser in 2 years. Then when Anna goes live, she's like, I heard you're the one keeping Nathan away from Kaiser. Well, what about the other year?
It was like 7 p.m. And he said, I need help. He's like, I usually don't ask for help, but I need help. And I said, I thought you were calling for Kaiser. He's like, no. Me and my girlfriend got into an argument. She ended up leaving the house, and now I need to leave before she calls the cops on me. I said, what did you do? Did you make her mad? Did you cheat on her? He's like, she thinks I cheated on her, but then also I've been drinking, which he knows he's not supposed to do because he's on probation. So Nathan books an Uber. I gave him my address. I said, listen, you can come over here. You can spend the night. You can stay in Kaiser's room because he has a queen size bed. And then in a few days, you got to figure out what you're doing. But I will give you the option of trying to help you. And I'm only doing that because, of course, it's Kaiser's father. So we booked the Uber. He said, hey,
like, this man got a drinking problem where when he gets drunk, he wants to try to unalive women, right? And here you are, you drink every day. By like noon, you're popping the top and popping your, whatever, smoking your weed. And you think it's a good idea to bring this man into your house where you're constantly drinking and you expect him to try to like be sober. And just imagine if she would have brought him into that house and they would have started drinking together and then they get into it. And then Kaiser has to witness his mom and his dad trying to kill each other. Like, that was not going to go over well.
Hey, my Uber's here. I'm about to leave. And as soon as he opened the door, the cops were there. And he shut the door. And I said, did you shut the door? He's like, yeah, I'm not going out there. I'm like, you should probably go talk to them. He's like, no, they can call me. So as I'm trying to talk him through, maybe you should speak to the cops. I'm like, did you hurt her? No, I didn't do anything, Janelle. I just want to leave. He was crying his eyes out. He's like, I don't want to get arrested again. I'm going to get arrested again. I said, well, you shouldn't be drinking. That's your fault. I said, but if you didn't hit her, I said, you need to go talk to them and tell them that. And he told me, this girl has attacked me. I tried to leave 4 or 5 times. She didn't let me. She did circles around me. He was on FaceTime with his mom while all of that was happening between him and his girlfriend. So the whole time this whole incident was happening, he was on FaceTime with his mother. And his mother talked to his girlfriend. His girlfriend said, look, he just got on top of me. He didn't strangle me, but it scared me. So then I called the police. So I was on FaceTime with him from 7 p.m. until 9:35 when they ended up breaking inside the house and tackling Nathan to the ground, even though he wasn't resisting. when they arrived, and they promised Nathan, we're just going to talk to you. We're just going to talk to you. But then as soon as he would open the door, they're like, put your hands up. And Nathan, I'm not trying to stick up for him, but he has PTSD from being in the military and people shoot.
Listen, my husband has PTSD from being in the military. I have PTSD from cops. And if the cops show up at my house, I'm going to open the door and talk to them. Now, if they get behind me while I'm driving, I will get off the road. I will pull right on over and let them go around. But if they come to my house, PTSD or not, I'm going to open the door and see what they need. I'm not going to like it. I'm going to be scared. I'm probably going to tell Sean, make sure you're recording this. Like, I might be a little worried. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to not go out and talk to him.
Shooting at him. So when he heard that, he shut the door and he got scared and he started crying to me even more. And it was really, really sad. So as I'm on Nathan had 2 phones. As I'm on FaceTime with him, he was also on another phone talking to police. And the police were trying to convince him, we're just going to talk to you. Come out. We're not here to arrest you. Just want to speak to you. Everything's fine, Nathan. They tried talking to him for literally like an hour and a half. And he would not go out there no matter what I said, no matter what they said. So that's why they ended up coming in. Now, I don't know if they had the right or authority to just break in because his probation officer wasn't there. So legally, I don't know. So they tackled him to the ground and the cops forgot to shut off FaceTime and they got Nathan in the cop car. Once they got Nathan in the cop car, they said, oh, well, at least we don't have to deal with him for another 2 years because he's going to be gone in prison. And then they started laughing about it. And then he said, yeah, if he gives you a hard time, just tase him in the back seat. And they forgot to hang up on me. So I heard all that. So then in the morning, I wake up and I see that his girlfriend's out posting on social media that, you know, they broke up. And I talked to Nathan's mom, and Nathan's mom is just like distraught. But what gets me is I understand Nathan was drunk, but honestly, I mean, if he was on FaceTime with his mom the whole time and the girlfriend admitted to his own mother that she didn't get hit, I don't understand why both of them didn't get arrested. Before Nathan got arrested, they said, we got your girlfriend in handcuffs. And he's like, why? Take her out of handcuffs. And they're like, no, because she's charged with domestic violence as well. Because I guess she bit him and he had 2 bite marks. And he's like, she bit me. She hits me. He's like, well, you got to come out here and show us that. And he didn't want to because he was scared. Fast forward to this morning, she posts on social media and she acts like she's sad, which I understand. She's probably a little sad because that's a sad situation to end up in. But also, I think it's equally both their faults, in my opinion. So I had my little spy do a little research on his girlfriend. And we found out her name's Anastasia Biddle. She's 21 years old. She comes from Yuma, Arizona. And
she's from Michigan, I think she said. She responded that she's like, I'm not. I'm from Michigan.
And I guess her family lives here as well. And she's been arrested before.
For speeding. She was arrested for speeding. She did show that. Anna posted where she was arrested for speeding.
Here's her mugshot. Again, I don't know.
Oh, and what's funny is about her showing the mugshot. On the mugshot, it shows what she was arrested for. But Janelle didn't want to say that, I guess, because it's not like a serious crime, you know? I mean, it wasn't DUI. She was speeding. Hold on.
Here's her mugshot.
Right down here, Janelle cut it off, but right down here, it said speeding. And Janelle cut that off, but Anna posted it. Anna showed, like, right here, it says what I was arrested for. And it was speeding.
Again, I don't know what she was arrested for, but apparently she's not so innocent either. So with all this being said, I just wanted some help with Kaiser, and I wanted to actually force Nathan to stop drinking. Since I'm single and don't have another man here, it'd be really nice if Nathan can help out sometimes. So I can, like, you know, he can take Kaiser to the park sometimes with the kids, or you know, just do normal dad stuff. I was willing to give him that opportunity, and he didn't make it out before the cops got there.
So
sorry,
funny.
I shouldn't be laughing. It's sad, and it was really sad to see him cry. Also, I've been in contact with his mom since all this has been going down. And I said, why hasn't he got help for drinking? And she's like, because honestly, his probation officer is going to violate him. And I said,
Well,
what?
duh, because you want to know what? When I first heard this, I was like, damn, that sucks. Like that his officer would violate him if he's struggling with drinking. But that's because Nathan has already been told by the courts, you cannot drink. He went to rehab. Nathan was in rehab in February for drinking. So the fact that he got out of rehab, started drinking again, like, yeah, you just can't keep going back and saying, sorry, I'm violating my probation. I'm drinking again. Can you put me back in rehab? Like at some point, they're going to hold you accountable and they may put you in jail. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was like, oh, dang, that sucks that he can't go to his probation officer. That, listen, I'm struggling. But he literally has already been told by the court system on more than one occasion, you're not allowed to drink. He's already went to rehab for drinking. So, yeah, they may violate him.
And she's like, yeah, you have to go to rehab, messed up, drunk, something for them to accept you. And she said, once you get out of rehab, I'm going to violate you for being drunk. So he can't go get help. He can't stop drinking.
He's already went and got help. I mean,
so where's the middle here is what I want to know. I think it's very hard for people to even get into rehab in the first place. And when they're willing to go, that is the time to get them in. I think someone needs to advocate for Nathan. And I think by me sharing this, I'm hoping it'll get back to the cops or the judge or the P.O officer somehow, because this time I don't think it was entirely his fault. I know his intentions last night. He was more sad than angry. So
because he knew he was about to go to
I'm not sure what really happened, but don't take her word for it.
He wasn't sad. He was scared. That's why he wouldn't open the door for the cops, because he was like, oh my gosh, I'm on probation for DB. She called the cops on me and reported that I DB'd her. Now I'm about to go to jail. He was scared because he knew, like, oh crap, I done messed up, about to go to jail.
For it, whatever she's saying, whatever she's posting, because I think both of them are in the wrong for this. And they both just need to go their separate ways. Nathan needs to focus on himself, just like I am, being single and like.
Hold on, let me just tell you. What day was this? What day was this? I don't even remember. Okay. The next day after this, she said, just like on I Am Being Single, the very next night, it was the next night. This was on a Thursday. Friday night, she made a post saying, date night, going out on a date. And then later that night, when Anna was live, everybody was like, thought you had a date to go out on. She was like, oh, I did. I had a great time on my date. He's a great guy. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. 36 seconds earlier, I'm single. I'm focusing on myself. Girl, you don't even know. Like, I can't with her.
I'm not even going on dates or anything. And he was saying, I'm scared. I love her so much.
I'm not even going out on dates and anything. 24 hours later, date night. 32 hours later, I had a great date. He's a great guy. I can't wait to tell you guys about him.
And I'm like, I know you love her, but you got to get over being lonely. You just got to. And it's hard to do that. I mean, it took me almost 10 years. So I get it. But, you know, I'm still here for Nathan if he needs anything, because
I need free childcare.
It's sad to see him in that situation. But yeah, that's what ended up happening to me last night. Other than that, I'm just sitting here waiting for my pool to be filled. And I moved. So I'll give you a life update later, but I just wanted to get this out there because it's all over the social media. But yeah, that's my testimony. Bye, you guys.
You literally just said, I'm not even going out on dates. I'm focusing on being single. Oh my goodness, look. I can't make this up. Right here, 1.5 million. This is, I'm gonna be single. 4 days ago. The very next day, date night. What was 4 days ago? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yes, 4 days ago. Does she not remember? Like, does she not know that we remember? We remember. Let's watch Anna's video now. So Anna went live because, like she said, she just don't know, like, you know, it's just hard for her. She's like, I'm used to like having somebody here with me. Like I've been with Nathan like 24/7 for the past few months. My family, I'm with my family if I'm not with him. But then like they're gone, he's gone, and it's just stressful. So I just wanted to hop on live to tell everybody thank you for like all the support and just to like hoping that it would make me feel better. And like Janelle and Ryan, who is literally so far up Janelle's butt, you can see his little toes twinkling out of her butt when she posts her OnlyFans booty pictures. They literally like bullied and harassed this girl. Janelle's like, somebody said something about Janelle posting booty photos on OnlyFans. They were like, go post more pictures of your booty hole. She was like, if there's a picture of my booty hole online, I want to see it because I ain't never posted it. And I'm like, girl, I got it in my phone right here. If I could post it without getting in trouble, I would. Not only your booty hole, but your boobs were, I didn't even think she had nipples. Listen, I guess like very like people that are super white, I guess, are very like because I got a little Italian in me, you know. So like I tan easily. Like my son in the summer, he is like dark, right? My dad, dark, like so. Anyways, when I saw some of her like naked pictures, I thought she had something over her nipples. But then I zoomed in, and you could see that she actually has nipples. They're just very white. So yeah, Janelle, I have photos of your booty hole and your boobs with your invisible nipples. And I've seen your vagina because I stalk y'all. Because if I cover people and they do OnlyFans and they try to say, no, I ain't posting pictures of my booty hole, I'm going to see if it's true or not. I'm going to find the booty hole pictures if they exist or if they don't. And yes, I zoom in. And then I show them to my husband. Because I'm like, if I got to look at it, you got to look at it too. And he's like, Sean's like, ooh, don't show me that. Ooh. I'm like, anyways, yeah, exactly. Whose booty hole do we see then? Anyways, here's Anna's live. And like I said, she was live for like 3 hours. This is only like 15 minutes.
Doing well. Being on live is making it easy. I don't know. I spend my
Y'all
nights
hear?
just watching Family Guy now. I'm hoping I can go to sleep at a decent hour tonight. I'm tired of going to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I'm sorry.
You went to Del Sol.
Can y'all hear?
Oh Lord, this nation here. I do not talk bad about anyone.
Okay.
Well, okay.
So when someone said, oh, the snitches in here, they were talking about Janelle. They was like, because Janelle, like I said, I can't see her comments on my side because she had me blocked. But the interesting comments I'm going to put up there, I went like some was sent to me. I went and found the rest, whatever. But someone said, oh, the snitches in here because Janelle was in there. And she was like, I'm not calling anybody that. I'm not trying to talk bad about anybody. And then she apologizes for like the times people did try to like, I guess, warn her. And she, I guess, maybe got rude, whatever. She was a very nice girl.
That's not the case. I also did come on live to apologize for the bitchy comments that I did make towards people who either were one offering help or letting me know who Nathan supposedly was, or even just being a dick. There's no reason for my behavior.
Thank you.
I heard you were preventing him from saying Kaiser.
See, that's Janelle.
It's not the case.
He went 2 years.
I was actually...
She was with him for like a year.
That has nothing to do with the case, but it's none of my business. It's none of my business what you and the father of your child have going on.
Exactly.
I'm not smoking, I'm vaping.
Oh, and I was talking mad crap in the comments.
Jealous of you and May. Trust me, I kind of am. The fact that you guys were not talking and I was talking to him. That I am.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Listen, I seriously do not want to comment back on someone's 2 cents about a situation that they were not physically there for. I genuinely mean physically there for. If a man isn't seeing his kid, it's not the girl's fault. Nathan is grown. Janelle causing drama wishing she could have Nathan. You were on FaceTime with Doris the whole time. I was not. Not the whole time. Okay, Johnny. Girl, don't you have a date to go on? Shay Evans.
They were talking to Janelle when somebody said, "Don't you have a date to go on?"
Anastasia Plastic. She's
But
never met me. Please tell
Janelle said Anna was plastic, and so she reads that comment and she said she's never met me.
us what happened. We've all been concerned. My ex abused me. Speak your truth. I'll speak my truth when it's told to the judge. I'll get back to you guys, but I want to make sure everything is handled. I already have somebody tell me what I'm allowed to say, what I'm not allowed to say.
Yeah, she's 21 and she had more maturity about her than Janelle does. Like, even though Janelle was in her chat, like, talking crap, she literally still, like, tried to keep her composure. Like, I wouldn't have. I didn't. I was in the chat, like, running my mouth.
Vito, I'm seriously, truly not worried about that. Being at home, like, whatever, in the situation that I'm in, a lot of emotions, a lot of being scared and stuff, but honestly, I feel at peace now that, like, yeah. And Doris will testify too. It's not what this court hearing is for. The case is on TV. It is not. Thank you, Vito. I really appreciate your support, especially this whole time.
Okay, so there's Ryan Dolph, Captain Ryan Dolph. He asked Janelle and he says, "This is crazy." Or this crazy. Like, your friend Janelle, her whole life is crazy. Her whole life is crazy. Do you have the same energy with her?
I don't do threats, especially. I just don't want anything to do with him at all. Okay, we're not crying. That's not what we're doing right now. I have not seen Teen Mom. I've not paid attention to it, realizing that I should have, but I'm not in any of that stuff.
Ryan said, "Is Nate good?"
I get it. You guys don't like how Janelle has presented this entire situation, but no hate. Seriously, I'm not even mad. Not even mad.
The comments were eating her up, though. Janelle, go watch your kids. Janelle, you sound miserable. And Jace is crying out for help while you show your dirty feet. She's here trying to get attention and let y'all. Janelle shot OnlyFans photos like 4 days after she called the cops on Jace. She shot OnlyFans photos. She went and bought her a new, y'all want to know what's crazy? She went and bought her a new outfit from Victoria's Secret. Here's the crazy thing. I have a Victoria's Secret card and I'll pay it almost off and then I'll buy something, usually like perfume or like underwear or bras or whatever. Well, the other day, like a month and a half, 2 months or so ago, I was like, I'm gonna get me something cute for my hubby, you know. So I got me this cute little outfit. Tell me why it's the same outfit Janelle has on in her dirty feet pic. Anyways, like 4 days after she had to call the cops on Jace, she goes to Victoria's Secret, buys the same outfit I got, And then she hires photography, glam squad to do her makeup, a place to shoot her photos, and her feet dirty in the photos. And I'm not talking about dirty, like, because when people called her out about it, she said, I had someone request for pictures of my feet being dirty, bag secured. Like, no. This was not. This was not. I said the same thing. I said, I gotta throw that away. My husband was like, no, you will not, but I don't want to see Janelle in it. He's like, don't ruin it for me by showing me Janelle in that same outfit. So this was not like people that have kinks with dirty feet, they want like dirt and like mud and seeing you like move your toes. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want it's not where your heel is black and like the bottom of your toes are black. That's dirty feet because you are walking around barefooted for 6 months and you don't wash them. That's what that is. This was not a dirty foot. Like you purposely got your feet dirty to take photos of them. This was not dirt on the top, dirt in between your toes. This was not mud. No, this was the bottom of your. I got the picture. This was, hold on. Like, this was, I need a pet. Hold on. I'll show you guys. Let's continue listening. Hold on.
What I was doing getting back in the frame.
She doesn't clean the floors in her house. I've heard that too. I've heard she don't keep her house that clean though.
Nice. Come here. Come here. What are you doing? What are you looking at? Okay. As soon as I said not harassing Janelle, you guys started harassing Janelle. Thank you. Could hear you. It's out for certain things. I get that was completely wrong. I have multiple reasons of why I said what I've said. But the fact of a woman saying she's a girl's girl and trying to be there for women, if you were, you would be trying to prevent a man from acting out physically to another.
And okay, I love what she said. She said, I'm going to make sure he doesn't do this to me. And I want to make sure he doesn't do it to anybody else. She literally said, like, I feel like I have a duty of like, he did things to me. Now, like, I believe the things that I heard about him, where I think she didn't believe like some of the stories that she heard. You know how these people are. Oh, reality TV isn't real. And like people make up stories. Like you can't believe half of what you hear, you know. So I think she just didn't believe a lot of what she heard. But I think then when it happened to her, she was like, oh, wow. Okay. So she literally said, like, I feel like I have a duty to like, I have to move forward with this case because I have to make sure, like, if I don't move forward with this case and I drop it and then he goes on and dates someone else and kills them, I'm going to feel at fault for that because I knew what he did to me and I did nothing about it. She literally said things like that in the live. Like, I feel like I have a duty to any other girl that he may date after me to move forward with charges.
But I'm actually genuinely, like, I'm sorry about all the things that I've said. It was completely out of pocket. I really appreciate it.
And then Dolph, the dummy, said, not trying to be mean, but going live, talking about it. I'm just trying to figure out what you're trying to gain. And what dummy Dolph, I guess, didn't really understand is when she went live, so I have notifications on. I followed her, turned my notifications on. So I was in bed. Saw the notification that she was going live. I was like, whoa, got it. I'm there. You know, started recording it immediately. When I got in her live, there was like 23 people in there. And she had just started. She was not saying anything about Nathan. People was like, are you okay? She's like, I'm okay, guys. Like, I'm okay. Like, you know, I'm doing all right. Like, and then like some of her friends came in and started talking about stuff. But nothing was said about Nathan until Janelle brought Nathan up. Until Janelle was like, heard you're the reason. Like, she wasn't, and she even said, like, I can't talk about it. Like, I've been told not to talk about it. So for dummy Dolph to be like, to get on here talking about it, like, she wasn't talking about it. She was literally just going live because she is in her house alone. She is not, her life is completely different than it has been for months. Her family's not there. Her and Nathan's broke up. He's in jail. She's without him, and that's something she's not used to. So she just went live to have something to do. She did not go live to talk about it. I'm just trying to figure out what you're trying to gain. Well, if she was trying to gain something, if she was trying to gain like clout, money, whatever, she would be doing interviews. Maybe she would come here on my show. Maybe she would be talking to the Sun. Maybe she would be talking to the Ashley. Maybe she would literally be getting paid to put her story out there. But she literally said, I'm just here because, so I'm not lonely. Like, the quietness is too much for me. So Dummy Dolph acting like because she's live, she's like, dude, every time Janelle can sell an article, why are you so supportive of Janelle selling clickbait articles about her son Kaiser going to the park and getting robbed and beat up and his bike stolen and her having to call 911 on her son Jace? You are A-okay with your BFF Janelle exploiting her kids and her relationships and trying to gain as much as she can, clout-wise, financially, over any little story, whether it be about her, a boyfriend, her mom, her own children. But this woman can't get on a IG live. And she even said, which I don't think it's at this point, she said, if I was trying to make money off of it, I probably would have went to TikTok. TikTok, people can at least donate to you. I'm on Instagram.
Okay, Janelle. I can be sweet, but obviously at the times of me responding to your guys' comments, it wasn't. Don't act like everything is on him. I have not said what happened about the case.
Exactly. That's another thing. They were like, stop acting like it's all his fault. She never even said what happened.
I've not said what happened.
Exactly. The first thing she did was apologize to the people that she argued with that tried to warn her about Nathan. She was like, sorry, I was a BF. She said, I was a dick.
I'm not saying anything, one, for legal reasons. Two, I don't want to make him look bad. I seriously just don't want anything to do with him. Being around him, he's not safe to be around. He's an explosive person in a lot of ways. Please take care of yourself. I will. I've just had some really amazing people, whether it's you guys that I have no idea about or it's people in my life. I have amazing support, and it's more than I need. Just more than I could ever ask for. That's why you speak up, don't let the next girl. I'm waiting for the time where I can say something, where I genuinely have legal documented proof from a judge, from the county, from the state. I'd rather not just go by he said, she said.
I think both sides are wrong. When Dummy Dolph don't even know what happened, if they're listening to Nathan, are they going to believe Nathan? I think both sides are wrong. I'm not condoning Nate if what you're saying is true, but y'all have both done wrong. How do you know? How do you know what she did? You weren't there.
Get it? I was there, but at the end of the day, what's said without an official being there is just he said, she said, whether it's true or not.
I put way to victim shame. I'm in shame.
She's going live talking about Nathan as much as she can. That's not the purpose of this. This was seriously me telling you guys that I really appreciate you guys and I apologize. I really appreciate that. And try not mentioning him, period.
Y'all said at the end of the day, it's over and done with. Leave it alone. What he needs to do is go be there for his son. It's over and done with. Leave it alone. You're the one talking about it, Dummy Dolph. You and Janelle.
Okay. I'm sorry. I mean, that was weird. That was weird. I'm like being respectful and stuff, but that was weird.
I so would have
What would I be
blown
doing right now if I had kids? It's 11:19. I don't know. I'm only 21. I wouldn't know.
because somebody said something
Every 2
like,
minutes.
Janelle, you have kids. Like, you shouldn't be on a live right now. You have kids. And Anna was like, what would I be doing right now if I had kids? It's 11 something. And then she says, I wouldn't know. I don't have kids. And then Janelle like commented back, you're right. You don't have kids. So you wouldn't. Thank you. Honestly, when I have males, it takes me a little while to adjust my typing.
You
And
said
I'm like frustrated, and which I was. I was so frustrated because I couldn't see Janelle's comments and because Dolph had me frustrated. So I was like trying to hurry up and type, and like my nails kept like messing me up.
the name, girl. I'm reading a lot of comments and I'm okay.
Our Insta's at the top, 4NG13, period.
Why were you guys trying to have kids? What makes you assume that?
So yeah, she literally asked her, why were you guys trying to have kids? Janelle, that's none of your business what this girl, like that was none of your business. That is not your business to ask. Whether it be true or not, that girl is 21. That was their relationship. Nathan had her convinced that he was one way, whatever. Yeah, Janelle was all in her life. Like, why were you guys trying? You ain't his mama. You ain't his pecker checker to make sure he, like, what? Like, you ain't his pecker keeper. What's it called? Gatekeeper, but pecker, like, how are you gonna, why were you trying to have kids? Why did, I don't know, maybe Nathan convinced her that he wanted to have kids with her the same way he convinced you that he wanted to have kids with you and thought that you were pregnant when you had literally, but it wasn't, you weren't pregnant. You still had the hormones, the pregnancy hormones in your body from the abortion that you had with what's his face. You and Nathan decided so quickly to get pregnant that you thought you were pregnant by him, but you weren't. It was literally residual hormones from a pregnancy that you aborted. So you literally can't say nothing. You can't say nothing. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Lord. Nate ain't some monster. Brian said Nate ain't some monster.
Yeah, Ricky. Assume Nathan told you. A lot of people have told you a lot of things and you tend to believe them, twist your own words, or say what they said and put it on the internet when, never mind, it happened to you. I'm sorry. I've been saying this for a few months now. It's okay when somebody else does it. It's okay when somebody else does it.
Yes, Janelle had him arrested for DV as well.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Okay, no, please don't say that. No, don't. I don't want to imagine that. Don't. Gotta go. You'll be fine. Thank you, Sally. I really appreciate it. How you take a break from David's girlfriend or Nathan's girlfriend? I appreciate all the women in here that are genuinely a woman's woman. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let me back up because we missed a comment back here.
Okay, no, please don't say that. No, don't. I don't want to imagine that. Don't. Gotta go. You'll be fine. Thank you, Sally. I really appreciate it. How you take a break from David's girlfriend or Nathan's girlfriend?
I'm not here to bash you for real. Think it should be anyone's business, but the people that are close to y'all. It can be anybody's business that she wants it to be. But the thing about it is she did not get on live talking about it. Dolph is like, ooh, I can't stand him. I'm not here to bash you. You have bashed her. You basically insinuated she was lying. You said Nate wasn't a monster. You asked what she was trying to gain out of this, insinuating that she was only on live to try to like get some sort of clout.
I appreciate all the women in here that are genuinely a woman's woman. Thank you. Thank you.
What are you trying to get out of this?
Charlie.
He asked her
Charlie,
again.
you at the gym?
What are you trying to get out of it? I'm gonna say, you
Okay, I'm pouring something in this cup.
You look like
The only thing I have is diet tea. So, share what happened with Nathan. I appreciate it.
Oh, look, Chelsea Bender. Janelle, have you ever thought about what your kids will think when they hear their mom shows her butthole for a career? Well, it embarrassed the heck out of Marissa and Jace, which is one reason why I feel like Jace feels the way he feels about Janelle.
My name's Anastasia, by the way. Call me Anna. I don't care, but... Oh, gosh, Ooh. I might just played a trick on me drinking this because I got sweet tea, and now it's not.
I got kind of petty right there. Try photoshopping the zits off your butt pics and clean your feet. Before your next
Brando.
shoot.
Sorry, I just thought that because your Instagram name. Well, okay, technically my Instagram name, it was meaning for Angel because I was literally, because in the beginning of our relationship, I didn't want my name out there because I didn't even want to go public at all because publicity and stuff. And so I changed it.
People was calling her jealous. She said, jealous? I just went on a date last night. I'm just being nosy.
You went on a date last night. Didn't you say in your live that you were focusing on being single? How is that focusing on that part of your life if you're going out on dates?
Thank you, Anna.
The men love the dirty feet. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I know, right? Focus on myself and my kids. Also went on a date last night. Sorry, guys. Sorry. This fool says, Anna, I hope at the end of all this, you're both going to be all right. It didn't work out, but no need in all of this other BS. Janelle is like the queen of BS when her and her man break up. She was going through a divorce, dragging David, dragging Kinley, and dragging August. Going through divorce, going through a breakup, dragging David, his new girlfriend, and her boyfriend. And her boyfriend's kid, Marissa. Like, Janelle is the queen of, like, it got to be something. It can't just be, we're broken up, let's carry on about life. Why do you not have the same energy with Janelle? What do they call those people? Cucks? Is it called a cuck? Like, where you're like, you just kiss someone's butt so hard that you look ridiculous. And, like, everybody around you, they see it. They see that you, like, are this way. The fact that you are going the way that you went at Anna when your BFF is Janelle, who literally makes so much drama out of any little thing. The fact that she was going through divorce and a breakup at the same time and dragging so many people. If it wasn't David, then, if it wasn't David that day, it was August. If it wasn't August that day, it was Marissa. If it wasn't Marissa that day, it was Kinley. If it wasn't any of them, it was Nathan or Nathan's mom. Like, this girl stays on some drama. Stays on some all this. So why you ain't asking her the same thing? Why's it got to be all this, Janelle? Don't do this. Yeah, he's a simp.
I'm not trying to get her. I'm truly not. I have no hate towards her. I really don't. I'm letting a story play out. So, Janelle, you're so much older than her and you're acting like a jerk. Grow up. And I hope. Oh my gosh, my phone is not liking this. Nah, I found such a good man. The date went.
She said, "Nah, I found such a good man. The date went great. Y'all, I can't wait to tell you guys about it." Ain't that weird to be in someone else's live, to be in your ex's girlfriend's live, who he just DV'd, He just DV'd her. He's in jail. And you're in there like being rude. And then you're like, I can't wait to tell you guys like about my new man. Girl, ain't nobody there for you. Somebody even said, Janelle, everybody hates you. Like, what are you talking about? Can't wait to tell us about your new man. We hate you. We don't even like you.
Great, y'all. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. How do you find a really great man off of one date?
Or do you find a really great man on one date?
Did you break up with Nathan? Yes. The second he laid his hands on me. Yes. I seriously don't even know why I'm here. You guys are all talking in the live. You're so strong in it. Thank you. Being on live is making this whole situation, well, how I'm feeling at the moment, easier. Probably because being on social media is not technically reality at all. I don't hate her, guys, and making backhanded comments. I'm not trying to make backhanded comments. I'm sorry for taking it that way. I'm genuinely not that kind of person.
How are you going to accuse her of making backhanded comments, but you came in the live literally being like, so I heard you're the reason that Nathan wouldn't have anything to do with Kaiser. I heard you were keeping him from Kaiser. I heard you were jealous of me and May. I heard you were trying to get back. Like, you were the one coming in being rude.
Genuinely not that person.
She doesn't. She does not know how to read the room. It's crazy. Janelle does not know how to read the room. Everybody in there was talking crap about her. Everybody was like, what are you doing here? Like, they were going off on her and Ryan. And neither one of them, like, Janelle still acted like people was in that chat that cared about her. I can't wait to tell you guys about my new man. I can't wait to tell you guys. Friends, psych, nobody likes you, Janelle. Like, what are you doing? It was insane to watch. And literally, let me see. Like I said, she was live for like 3 hours. The fact that she admitted she did not leave David for what he did to her son, but because of the text, that David's ex got about. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, so here's a picture of Janelle's dirty feet because I got to show them to you guys. Look at that. That is not a. Oh! Okay, I zoomed in on my phone and I didn't see all that. I zoomed in on my phone. I couldn't see the dry skin around the brown. So that's not, oh, I'm going to get my feet dirty for some dirty feet pics. This is, I have not had a pedicure in 38 years. How old is she? And I walk around barefooted. My floors are dirty. That's some Walmart feet, right? This is not, oh, I just got my feet dirty for a picture. This is my feet ain't never been clean. This is, I've never, y'all, let me tell you something. Zooming in on your phone, you can't see the dryness around it. Yeah, that's not normal. I'm like checking my feet. That's not normal. Wow. I'm sorry if anybody was eating. I should have did a trigger warning. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. This goes along with her scabies August that she gave him. I would not doubt it. So here is, I think Teen Mom Fans posted these. We'll zoom in. At the top, I was watching a video about Dakota Meyer. Anyways, here's all the comments. I don't hate her, you guys. They're making backhanded comments. LOL. I'm talking to you guys, not her at this point. Nobody in the chat liked you, Janelle. So why were you there talking to anybody? Then stop mentioning my name, guys, if you don't care. Nathan has called me 10 plus times today, and I was sleeping. LOL. Girl, who cares? Who cares? It's 9:30 p.m. My kids are sleeping like the rest of the kids in America. See, y'all can't stop mentioning me. And then, okay, so this was one of the first comments. Well, this was Janelle's like second comment where somebody was like, oop, I see the snitches here. And she said, yeah, I'm here and screen recording. LOL. You were both in the wrong. Both were cheating on each other. Yeah, Janelle, because you know. You ain't talked to this man in 2 years. But he just choked his girlfriend out. She called the cops, and you're going to believe what he says? She can block me if she wants. If my butthole is on OnlyFans, show me. Jealous? I just went on a date last night. I'm just being nosy. Now, I found me such a good man. The same way August was a good man, the same way David was a good man, the same way Nathan was a good man. The day went great, y'all. Can't wait to tell you guys about it. Why were you guys trying to have kids? I heard you were preventing him from seeing Kaiser. Doris told me you were jealous of me and May. And you called May to tell her that you're his new girlfriend while he was still married. I guess everyone else is harassing her on here since I am. Nobody else was talking to her like that. Everybody else was like, you got this. Like, you got support. Like, everybody else was being nice. The men love the dirty feet. Because I watch people when they go live like you guys are. Don't act like everything is on him. Talk to her, not me. Kids that stay on a schedule, but you're not a parent, so you wouldn't know. Girl, your kids don't stay on no schedule. Then stop mentioning my name, guys, if y'all don't care. I'm talking to you guys, not her at this point. Like, that ain't even all the comments. Because, you know, like I said, she was on for like 3 hours, and it was so many comments. Between her and Dolph, like, it was embarrassing. I'm like, could you imagine? That Nathan has tried to choke people out several times. It's well known. Yes, he's got issues, but he's got to get some help. And yes, if he has to go back to rehab, if he has to go to jail, then that's what he's going to go to jail for. What now? For God knows how long. According to the Sun, he's facing 4 years. We'll read that really quickly. Teen mom Nathan Griffith is facing 4 years in prison after arrested for strangling his girlfriend. The Sun can confirm that the 37-year-old father of Janelle Evans' preteen son Kaiser could serve 4 years in prison after the April 23rd arrest. According to the court documents obtained by the Sun, Nathan is still behind bars and next due in court on May 6th to address his possible revocation of probation. When the teen mom star was arrested last week, he was already on probation after pleading guilty to strangling his sister in July 2023. As part of his sentencing from the terrifying domestic violence incident, Nathan was placed on a strict probation plan with the Nevada Veterans Court. Nathan served time in the Marines and has told the U.S. Sun that he now suffers from a traumatic brain injury and PTSD as a result. He really needs to be single. Like, he needs to be single until he gets his mental health as under control as possible before he does end up killing someone. Nathan was forbidden from consuming alcohol to excess, taking drugs, possessing weapons, leaving the state without permission, and breaking any and all laws. So that was his probation stipulations. He was also ordered to check into rehab, which the Sun confirmed that he did February 2024. If he's not successful with both programs, he will go to prison for 12 to 48 months, the court reporter noted after his July 2024 sentencing. Defendant confirms that he understood. If the court determines that his arrest for allegedly strangling his girlfriend violates his probation, he will automatically serve at least 12 months in prison. After the late night arrest on Wednesday, Nathan was immediately thrown behind bars in his hometown of Las Vegas. The Ashley reported that Nathan has been uncooperative in jail. Actually, I posted that, but the Ashley did as well. But I got that like right after it posted and posted it on my Facebook, and therefore was unable to be interviewed by the police. At an April 24th court date, Nathan was ordered to remain behind bars and was issued a no-contact order forbidding him from reaching out to the ex-girlfriend. Anastasia, 21, confirmed to her followers that she was the alleged victim and then released and quickly deleted audio of Nathan apparently asking her not to show up to his court date in hopes the case would get dropped. She also said the relationship is now over and deleted all photos of him off her Instagram. Janelle, 33, told fans that Nathan called her after the fight. She offered to help him, despite claiming he had not seen Kaiser in 2 years. And they both live in Las Vegas. I said, listen, you can come over here. You can spend the night, stay in Kaiser's room because he has a queen-size bed. But in a few days, you've got to figure out what you're doing. But I'm willing to give you the option of trying to help you. And I'm only doing that, of course, because you're Kaiser's father. The Sun reported that Nathan had planned to move to Tennessee last fall to be with Kaiser, who was then living with Nathan's mom, Doris. However, that plan never materialized because Janelle went back and got him. After years of fighting, Janelle and Nathan appear to be on good terms, though she has denied there's any hope they will get back together. Okay, so now it's being reported that, according to Ryan, Dummy Dolph, he says, that's good. Good. Janelle is hiring one of the best attorneys there for Nate. So according to Janelle's BFF, outside of Tori, Janelle is hiring Nathan, an attorney. Is this woman literally, she defends all these men that abuse women. She stood by David, even though he abused her. She stood by David, even though he abused Jace. She stood by David, even though he was mean to Kaiser. And now here she is, like, she hired attorneys to fight, like, David's case against Jace. She hired, like, really good attorneys, and it was only after they broke up that she stopped paying for the attorneys. And now here she is paying for an attorney for Nathan on DV charges. Like, she must hate other women. Like, God forbid. Like she needs to think about Inslee. Like, she needs to consider if Inslee got with a man like David or Nathan, and people did not believe Inslee when something happened, and people defended the person that was hurting Inslee. That is crazy. Like, this woman had evidence. That's why the police arrested Nathan, because there was evidence that he had physically assaulted her. Just like the sister. When Nathan's sister called 911, she called twice. The first call, she was speaking regular, but she was upset. She was like, I need the cops here. He's threatening me. He's drinking. Like, he's a recovering addict, like a recovering alcoholic. He's not supposed to be drinking, but he's drinking. He's threatening me. Can the cops please come? 15 minutes later, she calls back, and his sister literally sounded like a different person because her vocal cords were damaged from him choking her. And she literally, it sounded like she was like a smoker for 50 years. She's crying. She's like, I called the cops. Like, I told y'all to come. Like, and now he literally tried to kill me. And her voice was completely different because her vocal, like it messed her vocal cords up. And Janelle's going to defend him and pay for a lawyer? Like, what? He needs to do his time. That might be, like, do his time, get some help, get on, like, something. Yes, according to Janelle. According to Janelle, had Nathan arrested on a Teen Mom episode because he assaulted her. Yes, he was arrested. Anyways, you guys, I've been going for over an hour, and I'm literally about to pee on myself. So I think that's interesting that she is paying for him a lawyer. It definitely makes me wonder if she has, like, some, I don't know, like, desire to be with Nathan. I always felt like she still had feelings for Nathan, even when she was with David. I always felt like she still would get with him if she could. So it makes me wonder, like, her being single, him being single, if she was like, oh, yeah, come here, like, we can hang out, we can drink together, we can bump uglies, you can help raise the kids. Like, meanwhile, he's literally running because he just tried to unalive somebody again. But we're going to stay on top of this, you guys. Anything that comes out, I'll let you guys know. But I really have to get off here because I'm about to pee on myself. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Oh, and thank you so much for the Venmo. Was it a Venmo? Whatever it was, thank you. I appreciate it. Somebody sent a super chat, but it was through one of my PayPal links. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.